Hi, it's Lisa Jacobs on behalf of CreateHype.com, and today I'm talking to Kimberly Palmer, author of The Economy of You, Discover Your Inner Entrepreneur and Recession-Proof Your Life. Welcome, Kimberly.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
It's such a pleasure. I'm so looking forward to talking about your new book. I really enjoyed it. As I was reading through it, I really felt kind of the elements of $100 startup. And I love the way that you put together all these different creative businesses, and you covered all different types of situations, whether the person who was starting the business be a have a full-time job or a part-time job, or was starting from scratch. And you covered everything that in such a way that there was no fluff. It was all information. It was just really meaty and delicious, and I really loved it.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that.
Okay. There's a need for this book. I know there was a need for this book, and I'm going to start off with a quote and then have you explain how you discovered the need for this book. So this is quoting from the book. It's very early on. You say, I found more and more people also struggling with my original question. In a world of zero job security and ever-increasing financial pressure, how can we guarantee success for ourselves and our family? The answer became increasingly obvious. We must actively create multiple ways of earning money through entrepreneurial pursuits. In doing so, we can turn the new economy from a frustrating wasteland of lost opportunities into a thriving incubator for our true selves. Love that. Please, tell me the feelings behind that book, because that passage spoke to me.
Well, thank you. And for me, it really all hit me when my daughter was born in 2009. It coincided with the financial crisis. It seemed like basically new layoffs were happening all the time in my industry, journalism, across other industries, and I thought it was terrifying. So I basically, as I was home on maternity leave and I had my new daughter, I felt like an incredible sense of responsibility to making sure that we had financial stability. I felt like I had to do something drastic. I felt like I had to make a major change in my own life to earn another source of income. So I had some kind of backup plan or something that would catch me if I were to get laid off, God forbid. Mm-hmm. And as I thought about that for myself and my own family, I started talking to other people too. And I just realized that so many people have this same feeling, and it's terrifying of how much uncertainty there is in the job market and how you really can't guarantee your job today. Even if you work for the federal government, I mean, there's uncertainty.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's what really hit me. And as I started talking to more people and thinking of a solution or a strategy for myself, I realized that the answer really seemed to lie in taking back control of our income by launching something on the side, having a side business, even if you do have a full-time job. So you have another stream of income that will be there for you, that you can grow, that if your full-time job does disappear, you can turn to that and really grow it into a full-time business if you want, or just continue it as a side business so you have another stream of income and, give yourself a little added security.
Mm-hmm. And your background is in finance. So this created you started your own side gig, and that kind of created security on all different levels. You knew because you're an expert at finance, you already knew that you needed to have different ways of feeling that security. And I know that too. I feel like I have my own creative business as well, and I feel like just having that extra flow and always having different, deposits here and there just creates such a sense of stability and security, and knowing there are some things that you're creating today that can go on selling for years and years and years. I love that. Okay, and in The Economy of You, you dive into the world. Again, what I call creative business owners, you refer to them as side giggers throughout the book. And as you're talking, you cover the common traits of modern side giggers, how they got their start. And what I love the most is when you tell how each side gigger, what they spend their money on. I love to learn how other people spend their money and what they're saving for and what they're working toward. So let's talk about your start. You have a creative side business yourself. It's called Palmer's Planners. Please tell me about that.
So I started Palmer's Planners when I realized that even though I love buying on Etsy and I love browsing shops, I usually get all my Christmas presents from Etsy. I realized that I could actually be on Etsy as a seller, and this kind of hit me like lightning as I was browsing Etsy one day, and I realized there was this whole section called paper goods and calendars and planners, and I realized I could make this, and a lot of them are digital. So I basically just suddenly realized, wow, I could be part of Etsy as a seller too. And so by the time when I had that idea from the time I launched my Etsy shop, it really only took a few weeks to get going. I had the idea to start creating financial planners around different life goals, like a baby planner, a debt-free planner, 2014 calendar planner. So once I had that idea and I developed it and I found an amazing illustrator to help me make it look pretty, I got my shop up and going, and it really just kind of grew from there. And now I'm just busy expanding it and trying new things, seeing what works best, making custom planners. But it was surprisingly easy. And, as you know, I mean, having my first sale was just an amazing feeling of validation. I felt like I was creating something valuable for people. So it's great to have money trickling in, but it's also about so much more than that, of just a feeling of satisfaction that I'm creating something that's valuable for people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the things I loved about your business, because it's just a fabulous business model, is that you're selling digital files. So let's talk about that, because I mean, how good does it feel once it's created and completed and it's done, that it's out there and people can just click and buy and click and buy, and you can just wake up to sales in your account and you have nothing. It's done because the work is done once and then sold repeatedly.
It's completely amazing. I mean, I love it. So I guess I stumbled upon it, the whole like concept of digital files, but it's really amazing because now I think in the last few years, Etsy even made it so you can have automatic downloads. So you don't even have to do anything. So when you make a sale, you get an alert, but you don't have to, rush to your computer, do any work. It all happens automatically. And I mean, it's incredible to wake up and to see sales come in. So the whole idea of digital downloads, I think, no need for, printing or shipping or, any trouble like that. It's incredible.
And it's such a low cost startup, and it's just low to maintain too. It's literally your hours put in and then that's it. Or like you get somebody to graphically design it or market it in the beginning, but then once it's out there, it's out there. And it's really, I mean, it's really a fabulous business model. I do it for part of my business, and then, it supplements with the slow periods with actual jewelry sales and things like that. And I just think it's amazing. So I wish you all the best with the economy of you. This is going to coincide with the review we're going to do at createhype.com. But thank you so much for joining me today. It was such a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Lisa. It was so great to talk with you.
Okay, and one more time, Kimberly's book she's Kimberly Palmer, and the book is called The Economy of You, Discover Your Inner Entrepreneur and Recession-Proof Your Life. And such a fabulous concept. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.